Could Alcatraz, the once notorious prison, be reopened? Believe it or not, this is a question currently under consideration. Alcatraz, also known as the Rock, started its life as a military fort, but in 1934 it transformed into a federal penitentiary, a maximum security minimum privilege institution, housing some of the most dangerous criminals of the era. Names like Al Capone, synonymous with organized crime, were residents of this island prison. The prison was as notorious for its inmates as it was for its escape attempts, the most famous of which took place in 1962, involving 3 inmates who vanished without a trace. And let's not forget Robert Stroud, better known as the Birdman of Alcatraz, who spent his time behind bars studying our feathered friends. High costs and deteriorating conditions led to the prison's closure in 1963. Today, Alcatraz stands as a popular tourist destination, a stark contrast to its infamous past. However, the story of Alcatraz may not end there. A new chapter may be on the horizon. US President Donald Trump has proposed a bold move, suggesting that Alcatraz, the once formidable prison island, frozen in the icy waters of San Francisco Bay, could be reopened. Why? He believes the Rock could serve 2 purposes, housing dangerous inmates and standing as a potent symbol of law and order. Yet this proposal has not been met without criticism. Detractors are calling the plan unrealistic, citing concerns over the cost of refurbishing the dilapidated remains of the former prison. They also question the feasibility of repurposing a site that is now a historic landmark, drawing millions of tourists each year. Critics also highlight the site's historical significance, including its complex history of state power, indigenous resistance, and justice. They fear the reopening could threaten Alcatraz's indigenous heritage and reinforce violent legacies. The proposal to reopen Alcatraz has sparked a debate, bringing a new level of attention to this historic site. But the question remains, is reopening Alcatraz as a prison a feasible idea? Let's consider the practicalities. The likely high costs of refurbishing the dilapidated prison are a significant hurdle. The Rock, as it's famously known, has been out of operation for over 5 decades, and bringing it back up to modern prison standards would be a monumental task. Beyond the physical structure, the isolated location of Alcatraz in the icy San Francisco Bay presents logistical challenges. We must also consider the potential impact on the site's indigenous heritage. Alcatraz holds a complex history of state power, indigenous resistance, and justice, and its reopening could threaten this legacy. Moreover, the critique that the proposal might be more about symbolism than practicality should not be overlooked. Some argue that the move is part of an aggressive punitive policy, a symbol of law and order, rather than a practical solution to housing dangerous inmates. While the feasibility and impact of this proposal are up for debate, one thing is clear: the story of Alcatraz remains as intriguing as ever. So, could Alcatraz be reopened as a prison? The jury is still out. We've delved into the storied past of this notorious island, from its early days as a military fort to its infamous stint as a maximum security prison. Its closure in the 60s due to mounting costs and deteriorating conditions marked the end of an era. Alcatraz then transformed into a tourist magnet, drawing millions with its chilling tales and captivating history. Now the proposal to breathe new life into Alcatraz as a prison has stirred debate. Critiques argue the plan is unrealistic, citing concerns over cost, feasibility, and the potential threat to the site's historical significance. Yet the allure of Alcatraz as a symbol of law and order is undeniable, even if it's more symbolic than practical. Amid the intrigue and controversy, Alcatraz holds steadfast in the icy waters of San Francisco Bay. Its future, much like its past, is full of uncertainty and fascination. Whether or not Alcatraz will once again house inmates remains to be seen, but until then, it continues to captivate the imagination of the world. Thank you for watching Topics on Trend. Go ahead and check out another trending video on our channel here, like, subscribe, comment, and share.